Hello, I'm Viki Lareau with Create and Adorn. Thank you for selecting this video today. This is a little different video today that's not just for jewelry creators. I wanted to share a special hand stretch that I've been doing for probably the last 10 years or so that I believe that at least in part it's prevented me from experiencing that kind of joint or hand pain that can sometimes develop over time from us doing that kind of intricate, work. So it's applicable to anyone that does those kind of hobbies or tasks, whether it's jewelry or knitting or crocheting or woodworking, sculpting, gardening even, right? Any of those kind of tasks, or maybe we also use small hand tools. So we're putting pressure there on the joints. And I have been making jewelry and teaching jewelry for over 3 decades now. And I'd like to continue for maybe 3 more, if that's what I wish to do. My mother was a cake decorator all her life, and the arthritis in her hands prevented her from doing it, as long as she'd like to. So I see this in my customers, I've seen it in my family, and that was about 10 years ago where I started looking for different stretches and different things that would help. And there's one that I think really started helping me, and so I've done it daily, as well as if I'm in the middle of a big jewelry project, I will stop and also do it then as well. So, and of course, I'm not a doctor or medical specialist in any way. If you're already experiencing arthritis or joint pain, definitely talk to a doctor on what are the best exercises and things that will help you. But this is something that's helped me. And so I really wanted to put it out there, not just for my students, but anyone it can help. And it's very easy. So I'm going to back up a little so you can kind of see my hands and arms. But all I'm going to do is put out my, I'm going to do it on both hands, but I'm going to put out my right arm, right's turned up, and my hand and fingers are pointing down to the floor, down to the ground. With my other arm, I'm going to reach under and grab onto this thumb. Not going to yank it, not pulling, not hard, very gentle. So while my hand is out and fingers down, I'm going to reach under and just grab onto this thumb and hang on to it. And that's it. And if I pull it back just a little bit, I start to feel this stretch through here and through here. And so again, you don't want to pull on it unless you need a little bit of more of a stretch. But if you do, it's just a gentle pull. And so I'll do that for probably 15, 20 seconds. I'll hold that pull, and then I'll stop and I'll shake it out. This is a very important part. And I'll shake it out for probably the same amount of time, 15, 20 seconds or so. And then I will do it on the other arm. Hold this arm out, reach under, just gonna grab onto this thumb, and you can pull a little bit if you need to, if that helps you feel that stretch, but really gentle, just you're getting that stretch through here and here. And then again, I'm just holding it, again, 15, 20 seconds. And if you can't do this, if you can't reach under your arm, that's totally fine. Then just hold your arm out like this. That's totally fine. This will still give you a really good stretch. And then shake it out. And that's it. And like I said, I've been doing it every day because I make jewelry almost every day. But also if I'm in the middle of a large project, I'll stop and take these breaks when I need to. And I just feel like it's really, really helped me. And that's it. It's one simple exercise. I do want to share a couple other tips that are specific for jewelry making that may help other people. Again, I've been making jewelry for a long time, and so I've definitely seen a lot of things. But so when we use our tools, one thing that does make a difference over time is, see, the finish on this tool is plastic, right? These are foam grip, right? So using something that has that foam instead of hard plastic does help. It may not feel like a big difference, but it really is, especially because my tip number 2 is that we tend to squeeze, and at least when it comes to making jewelry, we don't need to also squeeze. Like if I'm doing a roll or something with wire, it doesn't help to squeeze the plier at the same time, but it's our natural tendency, I think, to want to do that. But all you're doing is adding extra pain and stress on the joints and possibly ruining your jewelry. So you just have to be conscientious making sure we're not squeezing at the same time that we're doing the movements. It's just using just the right amount of tension and not that extra bit of squeeze. And also trying to remember to keep it in our wrist and not throw our shoulder into the whole thing. Whoops. Because that also habits, again, just a natural kind of tendency. But to keep our movement here so we're also not stretching and putting stress on other muscles that we don't need to. So that's it. Those are my tips. It's things that have worked for me that I wanted to share and have this video out there for my students, because we do a lot of wire work and of course intricate work in our classes, and so I wanted to have this available, and then obviously to anyone else it can help. If you do make jewelry, please consider subscribing, giving the video a like, leaving a comment. We'd love to have you aboard as we share a new jewelry design each week, and so I would love to see you back here again sometime. And until then, go out there, sparkle brightly like the star that you are. Peace.